Chose a medium kick? Got their eye on the air. Still very early in the round. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player one will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they bend the meter, hoping for a good return.
No cookout complete without a period's end.
Will that super be the turning point? Player one is going to have a hard time managing their drive. Oh, burnout triggered! A quick breather. Player one will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Ooh, there's a side switch. This could be big. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Player two, all in with a rock!
Yo, kicking off their facial features with a Hayoku-sen.
Noticeable life lead is that there's a burnout. Lightning closes it out. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Box them with a target combo. Backs them into the corner. They get the wall splat, and now the opponent is defenseless. The drive parry was successful. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Neither of them willing to back off here. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Goes for a drive rush. They're looking to keep on the offensive for as long as possible. Spends the gauge on the drive, opts for the throw to close it out. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. They trade heats it up with a combo into super.
No cookout complete without a period's end.
Took him to the corner in a flash. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Player two is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. Their drive gauges are looking good. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Pulls out the big guns with a Sultan Rampas.
I never get tired of seeing this. Here it comes.
Finds the target. Doesn't let up and gets the stun. This bad combo finishes it. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Serenity Stream?
Fires off in overdrive. You can use a drive rush like that there to maintain the pressure. Player two creates a good corner opportunity. Burnout is triggered. The jump in brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? Ends with a projectile. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Converts the opening impact into a punish counter. Spinning bird kick. Quick smart play to stop the opponent. Reads the command grab. Rattles them with a spinning.
Goes for the massage.
Wow, that's some big time damage there. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. Goes for the finds the target. Are we gonna see a comeback here? That combo finishes it. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Player one with the life lead. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Player one in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. The jump-in is denied.
Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Send the bar of a Kikosho.
Taking stock. A throw to tie the bow. They were stuck in the corner. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Jumps. Spinning bird kick. Player two, TKO. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.
Zanku Hadouken!
Handily escapes the throw. Goes for the fireball. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Does a good job of pushing back. Throws them. What's next? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Throws them to negate the block. Burnout is triggered. KO! Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Grabs them. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Brushes that off and keeps going. Oh, burnout triggered. Spinning bird. Burnout activates. Knockdown and connects with medium kick. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Zanku Hadouken. Smart play with the throw. Connects with the throw.
Hits the opener throw out of the teleport. Demon Raid now?
They're recovered.
All in with a rush.
What now?
Willing to risk it for the overdrive.
Forward rush. Critical up. There's a burnout.
Cashes out the cage right there.
This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. Flatline zone. Player 2
gets the win in a convincing fashion.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strike. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Trips them up. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. Neither of them willing to back off here. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Would adds a little super juice into the get-go. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Good parry here to try and make something happen. The opening on that impact. Will they take it? Player 2 spent the super art to take the last round, but how will they handle the meter deficit? They return to center stage, still slugging it out at this range. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Knockdown and... Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen?
Were they baiting them into that?
Experiencing burnout. Peppers them with Picasso. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. You can use a drive rush like that there to maintain the pressure. Does a good job of pushing back. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Burnout activates. Combo sends a bar of KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Rattles them with a spinning burst. Doesn't miss. Nice counter. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. The Tensho takes him up. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do? Link Sing! Burnout!
Expect the tempo of the match to change.
Ends the meter, hoping for a good return.
Closing it out with a super art finish.
Nice and clean. Puts them on a t-shirt with that finish. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Gets in a Hazanshi. Overhead. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Bops him with a target combo. Nice solid counter. All right, what's coming up next? Checks him with a projectile. KO. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Rattles them with a spinning bird kick. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. They back the opponent into the corner, now to apply the pressure. Their will to win is really being tested. Oh, burnout triggered. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight. Let's see what these fighters have up their sleeves out of the gate. The combo's there. There's a corner hit. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Takes a trip. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Good job blocking the jump. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. They don't need to go for anything big. Even a light tap comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Spinning bird kick. Both of them springs forward with the drive rush. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. It's a good spot to use the super big anime vibe at the period's end. Drive rush to keep it going. Big throws. Player 1 can't use. This is gonna hurt. Looking super hard to show off what a PhD and fighters can do for you. Target combo connects with the throw. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Oh my God, what kind of drive rush? Closes it out. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rebound. Showing some real tenacity. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. What a finish. Great meat in the life gauge there. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Connects with medium kick. Launches with a Tenku kick. Uses the target combo as a filler. Player 2 ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Yo, kicking off their facial features with the Hyokusen. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Shows a medium kick. Smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive Tensho. KO! That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Handily escapes the throw, backs them into the corner. Goes for the throw. What's the play here? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Bop. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Snipes them out the air. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Peppers them with the lightning kicks. Sticks the combo. Opts to reposition. Sneaks in above. Rattles them with a spinning bird kick. Doesn't miss a beat. Experiencing ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. Projectile to try and change the situation. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Starts with a jump in. Knockdown. Neither of them willing to back off here. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive. Adds a little super juice into the... What a finish. Great lead in the life gauge there. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Big counter.
Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Hits them with the fire.
Medium kick hit. Gets the combo. Breaks their guard with a throw. Here comes the mix-up. Uses the gauge for a super art. Both life and super art gauges are not looking good. Time to grind it out. What'll happen here? Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Are we gonna see a comeback here? KO!